I've done it again. Hello guys, it's Lesnar88 here, and I'm back again with another episode of Fishing Planet. Yes guys, Fishing Planet. Right, let me just reapply that, because for obvious reasons, it's been a bit funny. So that's what happens when needs control. Right, where am I at? Right, in the last episode, as you guys know, we completed the Lone Star exploration. And obviously I travelled to night time, which I'm now at. Now, I'm going to try and keep to where I don't go over level 5. Hopefully, I've decided I'm not going to go over level 5 so I can actually get most of these things done. Because I want to try and do, as I said in the last episode, I want to try and do the fishing. I want to do these sport events. I really want to try and make some Baitcoin. So, obviously, I'm going to do this location, get the night fish done. Hopefully, get enough night fishing done that I get some Baitcoin, hopefully a free item. I will probably have to go to the shop, sadly, and get some extra bait, but at the level I'm at, it's not going to be too bad. Obviously, what I'm doing at the moment is catching and releasing the fish. So I'm doing the Saint Challenge, where you catch and release so many fish. So far I've got another, 8 more fish to do, and then I can need to know how many more I need to do after that. Obviously, we're going to be doing our night fishing, so we need to try and catch as many fish as we can at night. And when it does it, obviously, we're going to try and get to the end of the days in a row. Obviously, catch many fish successfully, and obviously, lucky bobber. So we're going to try and complete these 3 challenges, and hopefully the other 2 at the same time in today's video. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy it. I'm going to try and have this as again, like I did with the other episode, I'm going to try and split it down a little bit so you guys can see me getting certain challenges done at maybe specific times, or I'll just leave this one as a full video for you guys to be able to enjoy. So, as a favor to you, we're going to try and catch these fish at night, and I snagged the line. I snagged it. How did I snag it? I never snagged my... Come on, let me just unsnag. Come on, unsnag. 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 Oh, don't snag. Thank you. Now, there is a challenge here also to clear the walkway. Now, if I had my spinning rod, I would do it. But because I don't have my spinning rod, I'm not going to do that challenge here. Don't get me wrong. Getting the walkways cleared, catching so many bits of dirty terrain, or, the boot, the reeds and that lot, can be really helpful for you guys. It can be for me as well. But I'm not going to be doing that challenge, unfortunately. Like I say, if I had the spinning rod, I'll do it. I will do it when I need to, which will actually coincide with one of the other missions that they actually have for this location, which when we get to, I will obviously go over that when we do it. But yeah, today we are literally going to do some night fishing, try and get some free Baitcoin at the same time by doing these challenges, and hopefully not get over level 5 if I can help it. Hopefully. So yes, this video might take a bit of time. I'm not going to say it is, but it might. So I'm now up to level 4. There we go. And again, we've now unlocked some other items, which isn't bad, isn't great, but it also isn't bad. Which does make things a bit more interesting. But yeah, we're going to try and catch all that we can, even though I'm not keeping the fish. Like I say, catch and release, guys. I'm only doing catch and release. I'm being the saint. Yes, I am being a saint while night fishing. Now, if I didn't have the license for fishing here at night time, I will be getting fined for catching the fish and fishing at night. Even if I release the fish, I would still get fined. Now, you can go around and stay at that location even without having the license, as long as you just don't fish. What I mean by... I have to explain that in a different video. But, yeah. Like I say, you can go at night time to a location. I just couldn't fish. It's like if I went to one of the locations and I didn't have a license to fish from a boat, but I had a boat. As long as I don't fish from the boat, I can fish there. Or I can go to the location, I should say. There are a few events that happen which means you need to use a boat, but then if I don't have a license for, fishing at all, they'll be like, oh, to use the boat you need to have a license. If it's just to do an event thing, I don't bother paying for the license just so I can do the event that's going on. Which I'm pretty sure I've shown in a few of my PlayStation videos, or console videos I should say, which some of you guys should have seen. Come on. Take it more down. Take it more down. There we go. Playing with a fish. Playing with a bait. I don't know. I just hope I don't gain too much experience. I really do not want to gain too much experience. I want to just get to level 5. Well, I don't want to get past level 5, I should say, because I really want to try and make as much Baitcoin from the sport events as I can in the amateurs. Which really does help. Now, I know there's a few people out there in the world who do pay for the DLC packs and they use them on the sport events. Trust me, guys, I know it's a bit annoying when people use the DLC packs, but, if people are going to pay for them, it's up to them. Mate, I'm going to use the standard stuff and the stuff I get from the missions and try and get into the top spots with the gear I've got. So I do pretty well sometimes. Obviously, when it's against higher level players, I don't do too well. Ones that aren't capped. I don't do too well with. I do put up a little bit of a fight, I should say. I can usually make it on the console about good 20 to 50 spot. If it's the world tournaments, then I'm usually making it to a good 100 spot. So I don't really get much further, unfortunately. I have tried, failed miserably though. But at least I'm going to try and show you guys a few things with the actual game by doing these story parts and missions, and hopefully show you guys how to make a bit of Baitcoin and hopefully where to find some of the fish. I know that some of the fish can be really tricky at times. Come on, Bobber, just go. This is why I prefer my pet float, because I don't need to worry about it. There we go. Come on. There we go. Red ear sunfish. Should just call it red ear sunfish, but come on. There we go. Get about there. Again, so far I have just been catching and releasing, so like I say, this is going to make it a bit more interesting and a bit more fun, hopefully. Hopefully. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't get over level 5. I really want to try and get as much of this done. If I have to go over level 5 just to get these done, I'm going to be slightly annoyed at myself. But, oh, I caught that one. Just as it was about to gob the fish. And look at that, red ear sunfish seem to like the night time. Yeah, someone's got a spotted bass. And of course I've snagged. If I don't get this off correctly, I am going to snag completely and I'm going to lose that bait, and I do not want to lose the bait. I lost the bait. Oh well, at least I get a free. I got a turtle! I got a turtle! Hey guys, I got a turtle! You want to see my pet turtle? No? Oh, what a shame. Hey there, turtle! You nicked off with my bait. So yeah, clean the waterways. Like I said, I'd prefer to use spinners or casters. Literally, I'll just snag into the things as best I can. I usually use a spoon for that. Well, this location I use a spoon to snag to get what I need, but here I'm going to try and not snag. Now, as you are noticing, I'm getting really low on red worms, so I'm going to have to, sadly, buy, and we're going to say this again, buy the fish that I need. Again, a trophy. Why am I catching trophies? No, no trophies. See, I would have made so much money. I'd have made so much money so far. Look at this. Because I've leveled up again. Mod water. Obviously, I've got the second exploration, which I could try and do, but unfortunately, I haven't got the bait for them. Unfortunately, obviously, there's the underwater branches and the trash. Now, I am going to say this: the underwater trash can be a bit irritating. There are a few locations for certain items. I was actually lucky enough a couple of months ago to finally get the boot. I've been missing that boot for ages. I finally caught it. Some of the items, like the boot, the plastic bag, and the rags, are very random and very low chance of getting. You just have to be really lucky. Some of the other stuff, again, like reed sledge, reed mace, bulrush, sawgrass, and Spanish moss are set locations, set places for them, so they're a bit easier. Branches are a bit more randomised. Same goes for the bark. Yeah, have a chance though. But we're not on about looking at that. We want to look at how much we need to do. Right, that. 4 more fish. That's quite a lot, so I might not be able to complete that today. Especially with the level I'm at. And catch, okay, let's see. Night fish. How many have we got? 6. I need another 4 more night fish at night. Okay. I think I'm going to probably hit the level 5 before I'm even finished on the night fishing. So I think what I'll do is I'll literally only just fish up till I'm got 10 fish at night. Unfortunately, I do not want to skip all that I want to get done here. So what I will do is literally try and catch the fish I need. Hopefully, come on. Come on. Stop playing with it and just take it. Thank you. Another trophy. Why am I catching a load of trophies at night? Oh, that's right, because I'm on a peak time, that's why. I forgot I had a peak, so I had a higher chance of catching there. Oh, no, not again. I snagged. Come on. Hit the breaking point. And you snagged, and I lost that bait. No, I don't want that lily, but... And now it's our bait. Typical. I'll put the bread back on it anyway. Maybe we'll catch some smaller fish with the bread. It's fine. Now, just in case anyone is wondering, when it comes to your bait, it can also help on how far your float can go. Obviously, the heavier the bait, the bit further it can go. The main thing that helps on your rod going a bit further is your actual weight of your float, or how heavy your float can take weight. That is the one key item you need. You know, the heavier the float, the further it can go. And as you can see, we have caught enough to actually get our saint. So we're going to quickly see what we have to do for the next part of it, because I haven't done the night shift yet, but we do have the saint done. Release 50 fish in a row. Might be able to do that. Again, we're going to see exactly where we get to it, but yes, it has to still be in a row. So if I start keeping the fish, I then have to restart completely again. It is literally catch and release in a row. You know, if I went to Rocky Lake and I was using a spinner or caster with maybe a spinning lure, you know, catch release. As long as I was using barbless, I'd catch and release it easily enough. I know, but unfortunately, it does get really tempting where it's like, oh, it's got this and that, and oh, there's a trophy, oh, there's unique, and you want to keep it. And it's like, no. If you're gonna try and do catch release, try and do it at early stages, and try and do it at this location. I will suggest try and get your bait, enough bait in for it. You know, bread, or even just red worms. Here for paying for them, I'm not going to fully complain about the extra bit of price you have to pay for the bait here at the location, because it's not too bad. Other locations I wouldn't really do it. I'll try and get your bait in that you need for the location that you go to, which will make it a lot easier. And yeah, apparently I'm overstrung for this fish that I'm able to just yank it out of the water just about. And level 1, okay. Now, is that? How is the float? Now, as you can see there, with that float, it's laid on its side. A float should not be laid on its side. The only reason why it's laid on its side is because they've got their leader too long, or their line too long. So basically, the base is literally on the ground. It's got so much excess, so it never sets. They might be catching, but let's see. Now that's better because that is now up. So they've got it set just right. And they should be going. Obviously, they're level 1. So obviously they'll still be doing part of the tutorial. Which is kind of surprised that it's made them. There we go. They're now level 2. But yeah, I should really be paying attention to my own rod, shouldn't I, really, in that lot. Come on. Hey. We've got a shiner. Right, we've got the first part of the night, catch at night, fish at night. Now we obviously got our angling free. We got our series jig. Woohoo! Well, our bass jig for free. And obviously it's gone into our backpack. It's got enough room for it. Right. So, I'm trying this. 50, okay. So there's no more parts for that one. Bobbers, how many more? Not too many more. First day, kitchen. Oh, didn't we have another one? Have I? I thought I completed the first part of the night fishing. I did, and for some reason my brain's just gone dead. It's night fishing, right? So I'll go get 50. I need another 40 fish. So yeah, as you guys can tell, that's going to take quite a bit of time, and I'm getting pretty close to my cap on my level. Now, just in case anyone's wondering, if they're looking at the bar at the top here, they'll be like, "Oh, well, I ain't got that much further to go." This here, obviously, that's the amount of experience I've learned altogether. So obviously, this will keep going up. So these bits should always match anyway. This bit here is what experience you have to get to for it to be on your next level. So I need to get up to 305 experience, and I've only got up to 273. So this is an idea. Now, obviously, when you do contest, first, second, third place, and obviously how many you've gone into personal skill rate. I'm guessing it's how many fish or how well you ranked. I'm not exactly sure what that feeling is, but obviously this is saying how many fish you caught. You know, whether it's common, trophy, or unique. So that's that. Now, rank experience. I was so confused what rank experience was. I asked everyone. No one seemed to know. Finally, after, I'm going to say this, 8 months of asking when I was playing, somebody actually told me what this was. This rank experience is when you've hit your level cap. So when you hit max level, which at the moment is now level 70, this will start going up. So this is X's experience. This is why you'll see another icon around about here. I think it'll be, or here. Obviously, the Baitcoin don't show up for other people. So for us, it'll be up here around about. So it should be around there. That will have an indicator. So as you may have seen on the chat bit, I'm pretty sure they're still here. Where is it? Are they in it? I'm pretty sure they were earlier. Or have I gone too far past that? I don't know where they are now. Where are they? Oh no, that's the full. See, like I say, the room, global. No idea what they're on about now. Sorry. Okay, and That was people being rude. You'll see like another indicator. It's almost like a, I'm going to say military badge or army badge. It's a weird style on. There we go. That indicator there. It looks like an army badge or military badge. That is actually your rank experience. So you'll hit the cap and you'll go up every time. There are people you might see with a lot. Obviously, when before it was level 50, obviously quite a lot of people had the extra experience. Right, let me just do this now. Oh, I need to go back to the settings and re-enable it. Where's the control? Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, that's what that indicator is. Right, let's just try and catch as many fish as I can. But I'm going to do something a bit different now. Because obviously I need to really try and catch and release. Hang on, how many more do I have to catch and release? How many more do I have to catch and release? This is the question. 50. And I'm pretty sure for the event I need to... I'm pretty sure I can release the fish, so I'll still be doing that at the same time. Feed attacker, which is fine. You don't have to keep the fish to keep the points earned, so that's fine. So that's going to cost me a bit though. I just hope I win because then it'll pay for what I've just done on that one. So yeah, I might just avoid actually doing what I want to do. Right, so now I'm going to show you a quick way of making a bit of Baitcoin now, guys. And that is, I am going to go to the skip time. Now, if I went to next morning, there'd be a bit of a cooldown. Obviously, I've changed from the night time, so I won't have to redo the cooldown. As you see at the bottom, it says note that the weather forecast display generates that there is no cooldown period from this time until this time, from 9 PM till 5 AM. So if I wanted to do what I'm about to do, I'd skip to a nighttime period, which is what I'm at now, and then I'd skip again from one night to the next. I try and keep it between 10 and 12. Obviously, I'm about 2, so it's fine. So if I go to about, like I said there, I've extended my stay now, luckily, because this is the first location. It doesn't cost me to go to the next day. So, obviously, we're going to accept. It'll show you what experience and cash you made in the day. Now, obviously, the non-premium is what experience we make. Now, if I've paid for a premium version of the game, well, premium, I'd get that much of experience and, X amount of cash, which obviously cash and experience is going to be a bit more than the non-premium. Now, the premium version of the game is what would class as fishing, the Fisherman Fishing Planet, which is the paid version of the game, which doesn't actually have as many locations, which you guys will have seen quite a few videos I've done, or even that Dark Shadow Vamp has done. Obviously, the links to his channel's in the description. But yeah, there are 2 versions of this game, basically. The paid version and the non-paid. Obviously, I'm playing the non-paid version, which is exactly the same apart from a few things. But yeah. But obviously, for the free-to-play version, which we're on, there is a premium and a non-premium system. I'm doing non-premium so I don't get as much experience, obviously, because I want to try and save as much as I can. So I'm not going to make as much cash either, which is fine. It's going to be a bit of a grind. So obviously, I'm now day 2 of 2. So I want to try and get to day 30. And a lot of you are thinking, why? Well, this is going to be a reason why. Now, like I said, because I'm at the start location, I am not paying anything. So I might as well make the best of a location I'm at, which I'm not paying for. Now, like I said, each stage that you are here for, it won't degrade your rods. As you see, the rod has not gone down at all. Not the line, not the reel, not the rod. Because I'm not using it. It's only when I'm using it that degrades. But the character, as you see here, the net is going down. Now, obviously, we're on day 4. So, at the minute, it's 80 out of 84 on durability. Now, I've caught no fish. Now I'm going to skip a few days. I'll get to day 10. And obviously, like I said, we made it to day 5, or we're at night 5. Free Baitcoin, and we've got a marker buoy. Whee! For free. Claim that. Don't need to worry about that. So obviously now our marker buoys have gone up. So instead of us having to put 5 down, we can now put 6 down. All together. This isn't just 6 buoys for one location. This is 6 buoys between all locations. The more buoys you have, the more markers you put down and have between all maps altogether. But I'm not going to be using them unless it's special events or I'm fishing for certain locations. Right. Oh, funny, I hit the wrong button. So let's now, like I said, we're going to get to night 10. Which is actually pretty quick for me to do, so I don't need to edit too much. I'm probably not actually going to edit this video thinking about it, because it is going to be pretty much getting to the point anyway. Right. Right. So as you can see, we're now night 10. So I'm going to show you now. Again, now as you saw, I have not caught any fish. The durability has gone down. So it's now 74 of 84. Again, the more days you're at a location, the durability is going to go down because it's classing the net being in the water. So yeah, just be careful with that, guys. If you're going to a location which means you have to pay to extend the stay, think about it. Are you going to want to catch fish or not? If you're not going to catch fish, take your net off. And I'm not just on about any net, I'm on about your waistcoat, your rod case, your tackle box. It needs to be just have everything off you, because you're not going to need to worry. Now, if you decide that you're going to try and catch the get caught up or snags, and you're going to bring them in to get the Baitcoin for the location, and you want to get to day 30 because you've got enough cash to get yourself to day 30, have everything off and just have that spinning rod on you, because it's going to make it a lot easier. Obviously, you take your rod stand and your boats off as well if there's a boat location. I think when it's the glasses, the hat, and the catapult, they don't go down on durability. From what I know, don't quote me on the catapult. I know for the hat and the glasses they don't. Or I've not noticed them to go down yet anyway. Anyway, so let us get to day 30, because obviously we need to get to day 30 for this to... Oh, I hit the wrong button. For this last little treat and surprise, which we will show you guys. And this is what I've actually done as well in some of the previous games of Fishing Planet. And this also works on the Fisherman Fishing Planet. Now, on the Fisherman Fishing Planet, you could just, go to the next day and not need to worry about it. You could just use one Baitcoin to skip the time bit. But if you go to night time, you could just skip every night, and it doesn't cost you a single penny or Baitcoin to make sure you can skip again. Like I say, if you go to another location, it is going to cost you. Obviously, the more it costs to get to the location, the more it's going to cost to skip the night or go to the next day. So you have to think, are you going to fish it or not? If you've got enough to be able to skip and you've got enough money to be able to get yourself back up, don't take certain items with you. If you're going to fish all 30 days, I'm going to say props to you, because that is going to be a grind. Now, obviously, at early stages for us guys, obviously anyone around my level, it is going to be easy to just catch enough fish in the small net, which will make for the money for you to skip and for coming here. Obviously, make sure you got enough bait, and obviously make sure you got enough to have the cash. Usually when it's like Lesnar Villa, I'll do the same thing, but I'll have my net away, and I just won't worry about fishing it because I don't really need to at that point. And we'll skip to night 30. Actually, you know what? We'll skip to the morning. We'll skip. Funny, I hit the wrong button. Right, we'll skip to the morning. Ha 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 ha! Lone Star Ranger 3. Got 5 Baitcoin and an X series float, which was the last for this area. So we've got that in our backpack now. And of course, because we've got something for free, it always brings something up. And because we've been here for 30 days, there is now no more challenge to extend on the days to be here. Yay! Again, I was hoping to try and get these done a bit better. Night fishing. Night fishing, it doesn't matter if you catch and release. It's just the same. So no matter what, at the minute, I've got to catch and release fish. Unfortunately, I'm almost at night. I'm almost at 50, which is like, wow. 50. I'm almost at level 5, which I'm kind of worried about. But it seems like I'm here. Okay, I'm guessing people are just enjoying themselves and find it interesting to fish where I'm at. They're probably like, what's he done? I'm going to try and get to level 5. So I'm not going to do any more night fishing, unfortunately. I was hoping to do quite a lot of night fishing, but we've done the first part of it. I could have skipped to the night time, don't get me wrong. I really could. But obviously I want to try and just fish what I can, get to level 5. And we made quite a bit of free Baitcoin. Even though I've made no cash, I have made quite a bit of Baitcoin. Yay! But yeah, like I say, if anyone's going to try and do the catch release, try and do it at an early stage. Have enough bait on you. If you decide that you're going to try and do the contest more than anything else, try and do them as much as you can, up to level 13, I'd say. Then come back here and do, either the night fishing or try and catch the fish and release them. And obviously what I'm going to do is I'm going to catch and release when I'm doing the sport events because it allows me to release them. I don't need to keep them, which is a good thing. So I'm going to get that synced up even more. The annoying thing is I don't get any money. So the only way I'm going to get some money is if I can make it in the top 10 or at least in the top 3. Hopefully I get in the top 3. I'm hoping I get first place. If I get third place, I'm fine. At least I'm getting a Baitcoin and a bit of cash. If I make it in the top 10, it's just going to be a bit of cash, which isn't going to be too bad. It means it pays for the license and me travelling there. It doesn't pay for the bait and me fishing without its release. So, as you may know, there's a bit of give and take with the whole part of the fishing, but that's what's going to happen in the game anyway. So, like I said, I'm going to try and get these fish as best I can. I was hoping to do a whole episode on me just catching these fish, catch and release and night fishing, but because I'm going to hit my level 5 limit, which I don't want to pass because I want to, like I said, I want to try and make as much cash as I can for feeders for that content, for that event. So I just don't want to overgo on the event, unfortunately. So hopefully this video will be a bit helpful to you guys, especially to new beginners. Like I said, I'm trying my best to make sure that people understand the game a little bit better and make it a bit easier. And hopefully you guys are able to get enough in and learn some stuff at the same time, even if I make a slight mistake. Don't get me wrong, I do make mistakes, guys. I'm not going to turn around and go, oh yeah, I do this and that happens. No. I'm doing this. I'm going to try and hopefully have you guys see what I'm able to do. Now, obviously, my console version explanations probably aren't as great as what these explanations will be, but they do have some useful tips and tips and tricks, which should work on both versions, whether it's console or PC. The only difference is you don't get the free bundle for a feeder, which I'm not very impressed with, but buying a feeder shouldn't be too difficult. I know the setup pretty well, and usually I change the reel and a few parts from it anyway, so I'm not going to complain. Because like I say, I like to use fluoride more than anything else. At the moment, I know my character's using, I think it's mono, which is fine, I guess, but I like my fluoro. The only reason why I like the fluoro is because it makes the line invisible to the fish. Braids, I think it's supposed to be a bit more durable, but depending on the one you get depends if the fish can or can't see it, or it's better for, was it carp? Again, I use the fluoro more for trout because the trout won't see the line, they'll just see the bait, especially when using spinners and casters. And yeah, braids, I know most people use them more for the feeders, because obviously they mostly use it for carp fishing. Some people use mono more for the floats. Like I say, I prefer to use fluoro all around. I'm an all-around fluoro person. Don't get me wrong, I do sometimes use the other lines, because obviously for the missions it does ask you to use some type of line or stuff. So that's the only time I touch that. Unless I really need to. Unless I really need a line which is good, I'll usually use braids, because it can sometimes be close to the rod and the reel where the fluoro might not be at times. So, but again, I'm still more of a fluoro person. Obviously, I use titanium on most of my rods for when it's with an actual leader, because it really does help. Again, it depends on the location. If I'm going somewhere where there's going to be trout, I'll just use fluoro instead. But if there's going to be pike and muskie, I'll usually always use titanium, because if I get pike or muskie, I don't want that fish bite through my line, because if I don't have a leader, it will just bite through the line and I've lost the line and the fish at the same time, which is really annoying. I know there's some people who use the other leaders and the fish never have broken through the line. Lucky you guys, very much lucky yous. I'm not so lucky. I always seem to lose my fish if I don't have a leader on for pike or muskie or anything that can bite through. Again, I'm more used to using titanium anyway, and the titanium has always been a good safety net for me. But unless I'm going for trout, then I'll just use fluoro. Come on, fish, stop playing with it. Just take the bait. Come on. Thank you. I'm trying to do catch and release here. I'm trying to get enough here before I hit my level cap. Oh, one more fish and I'm going to hit my level cap. Oh, no. Let's see. Saint. At least I've caught and released LB 34 fish, so I need like 17 off, so I'll be fine. Again, I'd love to really just catch fish here. I just get the Saint and Cinnamon done with. Oh, Saint, I should say. But unfortunately, I can't do that, because I need to do it for my well. You'll see when I'm doing the spot event that I'll literally hit the cap on the fish anyway when I get it. So again, luckily I can release the fish and not need to worry about keeping them, thankfully. And yep, here we go. Now I know a few would be like, well, hold on, if you're going to go to this location, but if you catch some of the fish which are on the location, doesn't it mean it ticks them off? And again, canoes. See, these are the things I can get because I'm now level 5, which is pretty handy. Now, you'll see the shiners there, which aren't actually to a lot later level. That is actually Baitcoin shiners. Same for the canoe. That is Baitcoin. Sometimes you'll get out and go, oh, I've unlocked this. It's actually because it might be Baitcoin. But some of these items can be really handy and useful. Again, barbless. So I'm going to start going for barbless hooks and that lot, which means I'll get a bit more experience. Obviously, a simple bell, because I can then use, and we've unlocked another location. We're now able to go to Rocky Lake, which means we've unlocked a few Rocky Lake missions. Huzzah! Right, and a pack trophy. Right, so now I've hit my level cap. Unfortunately, I am not going to go past level 50. Level 5. Gee, why do I keep saying level 50? I'm not going to go any further because I really want to try and do the spot events, guys. But at least we've got quite a few of these done. Actually, we've got a bit of night fishing done. Got a bit of the Lucky Bubba done. Angling Machine we completed. Saint we've almost got to the number 2. And obviously we've got the Lone Star Ranger Mark 3 done. I say Mark 3. Third challenge done. And we've got a bit of cleanup done. So yeah, guys, hopefully this has been a bit helpful for anyone who's starting off in the game. Whether you're a beginner or you've played this for quite a while and you've forgotten how to play it. like I said, I am going to try and do a series. I'm going to try and do a video on every single one of these. Trust me, I am going to try my best. Some of these might, well, the collecting ones might come more into its own little part altogether, because these can be a little bit tricky, and I can't really say I can do it if I'm not tracking it. So it's like the water lily. I didn't take it at the time I was doing it. So again, catch and take. So the collection ones, I'm gonna try and hopefully do a whole video on that. Don't quote me. I really can't promise. Sorry about the yawn then. Like I said, I hope to do these collecting ones in one go. Unfortunately, I cannot promise on certain ones like underwater trash. I cannot promise because some bits will be in a weird order. But hopefully, you guys will be able to enjoy it. And I've got my doorbell running. Now, obviously, like I said before, hold on, let me just go answer that. Give me a sec, guys. Right. Sorry about that, guys. That was actually the post. Right, now where was I? Yes, as I was trying to explain. Now, as you can see, durability. Now, as you know, I didn't fish anymore from obviously day one, or night one, I should say. And the durability of the net has actually gone down. So this is why I say, if you're going to go somewhere, you know you're going to skip to day 30, but you're not going to fish, unequip these items. Technically, I didn't need the net on me because I knew this was going to happen. Now, luckily, because this is only a starter net, it won't cost too much to repair. Luckily. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the location. Do you want to leave? Yes. So we made 34 experience, even though it doesn't seem like it. Well, for that day. Now this is where you're going to see what we made in 30 days. On experience. Unfortunately, I made no cash because I didn't keep no fish. Even though technically I should have, but I got a bit more experience because I caught trophy fish than what I expected to catch. Obviously, because it's worn and torn, or wear and tear, it's going to come up to fix it. Now I can hit fix. I can hit fix. There we go. It's going to cost 18 cash, which isn't too much, so that's not bad. So we'll repair that. Obviously, we'll see what we made on experience altogether with this throughout the whole 30 days. Obviously, what we would have got if it was premium, what cash we could have made, but we didn't make any. And this will actually show you a few of the things. Unfortunately, it doesn't always go down. And audio just doesn't want to play right today. Right. Anyway, we got it to there. I'm guessing I've got the. Yeah, audio seems to be really playing up today, guys. I don't know what it is. Weird. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Audio's just playing up this then. It just goes ding, 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 ding now and again. Okay, I'm guessing connection's a bit off, but it's not a problem. I'm not worried about it. Anyway, like I say, so obviously now we've got our net is repaired, back to 100%. And as you guys may have noticed at the top, actually I'll bring the mouse so it's a bit easier. You'll see I've now made 20 Baitcoin. I'm now up to 20 Baitcoin. Now, considering I've paid 7 Baitcoin, so I made up to 7, which paid for advanced license for this location. We'll go up to 20. We've made quite a bit. And we've made, what was it? almost double the amount of money we had when we started. Obviously, we've had to pay for the net to be fixed, which is a bit, it's not a problem. So that means now the next location will be Lesnar Villa, which will obviously be in the next episode because we're going to try and hopefully I'll get the recording done. I'm hoping I can get the recording done. We're going to go to this location, which is Lesnar Villa, and it wants us to use a feeder setup. So I will do a setup at the same time when I do this whole event. I'll show you my setup that I use for it, obviously because it has the minimum and maximum level requirement. I'm hoping I can make it into first place. I really want to make it into first place. But again, it depends if we get enough people registered for the event. If there's not enough people, I won't do the video. I will just wait till enough people are registered for this event, and I'll do the video for you guys, which will help. I know on the consoles it's a bit more easier. On the PC, I'm not sure yet because obviously I've not joined any of the events to know any of this lot. Today is Saturday, so let's see how these are all doing on ranks. 61. Obviously, I can't join any of these 60. I know these are more hired. Let's see. Let's see. 21. Yeah, that's fine. Now, obviously, that one got cancelled. Now, 14. Okay, so they've changed, but might depend on the location. Pretty sure it had to be 10. It might be 20, unless it's 15 people that have to be at a location or registered. Let's see. And that's not an amateur one. You see exactly what they're getting, but then it depends on the thing. I just want to double check. Let's see if they've got one here, which is an amateur. It used to be set 8. That got cancelled though, and enough people for it. Now that one, Mudwater, did have enough people. That was 27. So PCs, they might be looking. Yeah, it's not a 10, so they've changed it then on 15. That got cancelled. Oh no, 17. Okay, so they're looking at a minimum of 20 people then. Oh no, this is going to be fun. I've got to hope there's 20 people. Yeah, it's got to be 20 people. Even though it got cancelled? Yeah, 5, okay. But again, these amateur ones aren't going to do too well anyway over the weekdays. Weekends, they will. Which, I know for a lot of people who are starting off, I know people would love to be doing this on the weekend, but because they've got more of the, advanced people who can do a lot, they should really make a few more amateurs, or put a few more amateurs set in during the weekends. Yeah, still not enough people, so it has to be 20 people. Hopefully, then, that one actually did go. They had 31 people, but only 6 people did see. And this is what I mean. If there's enough people in them, even if you make it in the top 60, these people have made something, They're what, level 11? And you can see what type of rods they have. So that's a spinner? Yeah, spinner setup if I'm right. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's just their value spin. That's their feeder. That's the type of feeder I would be mostly going with. Let's see, 65. Let's see, where's the max drag? See, to me, that's a bit too low. I'd need to go for something a bit more for that one. But again, I'll show you a video of what I do for it. There you go. But yeah, you can always view these people to see what type of stuff they actually have on them as well. Again, everyone's using the same type of quiver tip. He's actually using 2 different ones. 35 now. Fiber. See, that one would be a bit better for him, but 2 of them. First, with the events, you cannot have, as it will state here, rod stand usage during the tournament is not prohibited. You cannot put a rod stand down. Now, obviously, if he's fishing normally, yeah, he might do normal fishing with the rod stand, but obviously, I'm not going to worry about it. But yeah, like I say, when we get into it, I will go over the rod I'll use, which I think will be this one. Because this, is it that one or is it that one? I can't remember which one it is I get for free. I think it's this one. It might be that one or it might be... It'll be one of them anyway. But I'll do myself for it anyway. See, for me, I'll still go for that one anyway and use that one. I could use that. Actually, I might just go for that one and prove what I can do with it. Spin rail 6.5. Let's see. What's the best I can do? And I haven't got anything else. I've got Baitcoin. You pains. So yeah, I'd probably go for something like that one then. 4.9. Fortunately, it doesn't have... See, that's the one I'll probably go for because that matches it just on. Anyway, like I said, I'll do a video on it anyway, guys. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, folks. If you did, please do hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And I'll see you guys all in the next episode. And hopefully, I'm hoping we can go to Lesnar Villa and get these challenges done. Obviously, just in case anyone's wondering, when you do a sport event, it does not affect the challenges that you do. So this challenge will not be affected at all. But I will track it after we've done what we need to do. But I've got to go back to this location and get them done as well. So we need to get our float rod. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. If you did, please do hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And like I say, I will do a whole series on this for the PC version, as I mostly have done slightly on the console version, but I'll be a bit more in depth with the PC version, which will work for PC and console. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling on as I usually do. I'll see you guys later, and hopefully you will all have some fun. So, go to fishing, guys, and enjoy.